There's a very old idea, which is software is eating the world, and that's a dozen years old or so. The echo of that, or the update to that now, is that AI is eating software. And what people mean by that is that if you look at any traditional software that was written by hand, handcrafted, built with, tens, hundreds, thousands of software developers, now in many instances for a lot of different kinds of applications, those same kinds of functionality can be developed very quickly on top of a generative platform, either creating the code or using some of the intrinsic capabilities of one of the large language models for an execution environment. So what that means is that a lot of traditional software vertical markets, and a couple that people point out are CRM, for example, or graphic software, or BI software. These are all now threatened by the ease with which people can either create their own analytics or their own CRM functions on top of these platforms, or the small 10-person company that comes along and builds out an entire product. The question is, does that also apply to the security industry? I would say that it does around the edges. I think overall, though, the industry has some tremendous moats, both around the software itself and around the deployment. We are, of course, a very physical industry, and so the feat that was performed with Claude replicating a messaging platform like Slack, that's much harder to do when you're looking at dozens of devices, hundreds of devices perhaps, that would need to be integrated with a platform in order for it to be a viable security product. That's not something that an LLM is likely to figure out by itself. It also wouldn't be able to test it because you'd have to, have arms and legs to hook all that stuff up. Could somebody do that? Sure. But I think the physicality of the industry, the need for hardware, firmware, devices, and so forth are one of the barriers.